webinar. Also want to apologize that we didn't give as much notice as we would like for different reasons, but I thank you again for making the time to join the webinar. We've got plenty of interesting information for you. Let me start by giving you a quick introduction. Yeah, so normally I wouldn't be the one presenting this this topic to you. Michael Murder, or Michael Murder, as many of you will know him, he's the product manager for the MAGNOS products. Unfortunately, Michael was diagnosed with cancer at the end of last year, and thankfully he's been through all of his treatment and been given the all clear by the doctors, and we expect him back to work in a couple of weeks' time. So we're really happy about that. This is an old picture of Michael. He's much cooler than he looks. He has changed a little bit since then. This was the best picture I could find of him at short notice. But we're very happy that Michael's doing better. Very happy that he's going to be back with us in a couple of weeks' time. Quick introduction for myself. My name is Steve Gibbons. I'm the head of factory sales and product management here in Frankfurt. And I'm going to take you through the launch materials for MAGNOS28 extensions. So what is the MAGNOS28? Just as a quick reminder. So this product was launched in 2017 and will eventually replace the product MAGNOS206. And you see the two products side by side. What we've basically done here is gone from a handmade glass masterpiece with the MAGNOS206, and you can see just from the proportions there, this in relation to the tip of a matchstick, that's how small this thing is. And each of these is blown by hand, made out of glass with the wire kind of threaded through, and then you can see all of these fixings to the wires, and there's a mirror there on the backside. So what we've done with the MAGNOS28 is made a huge step forward. We've replaced the glass dumbbell with a silicon-based micro wing, and we've also automated most of the manufacturing steps for this product. So what that results in is greatly improved consistency in production, which then results in improved performance for our customers. So since the launch, what have we done with MAGNOS28? And I would say in 2018, we took every single opportunity that was available to us to introduce and promote MAGNOS28. We prepared this promotional pedestal. Actually, what you see here is a picture without the two sensors. So this pedestal has both the MAGNOS206 sensor in a little plexiglass block, as well as the 28 sitting side by side. And this thing has been around the world almost a couple of times now, and I'll just take you through a few of the places that it's been to. So he first of all went to France for Salon d'Analyse in February. He was in the US for a channel partner conference. We held a specific customer webinar in March of 2018. Which Michael held actually. He went back again to the US in March. Then he was in Hungary for the SEM conference in May. The biggest analytical conference in the world, probably ACHIMA in Germany in June. He went to Singapore in September. And then he was at the Middle East and Africa Channel Partner Conference in October. So you can see that he's been very busy, and we've been very busy promoting the product. What else have we done to help you and promote MAGNOS28? We prepared this very professional video that's available on YouTube, and it's been viewed already more than 2,300 times online, but I can tell you that it's been viewed hundreds more times offline as well, and we've received excellent feedback both internally and externally for that video. We've also got very good feedback about the microsite that we prepared. So this is putting all of the main arguments for the product into a single web page. You can find it under MAGNOS28. It's done in a modern way, and we've all the key information is there to explain what we've done with MAGNOS28 and why people should be excited about the product. So what has happened in terms of the ramp up of MAGNOS28 versus MAGNOS206? You can see the grey line at the top there is the sales of MAGNOS206 since January 2018, and then you can see with the red line the ramp up of the MAGNOS28. And I would say typically this is a fairly steady ramp up. We've seen much more rapid ramp ups in the past, but the main reason for this is that we released the product and then had a gradual release of missing features and certifications after that main launch. So obviously you guys were quite restricted in what you could sell the product for. But I would say because this was such a big innovation and a big step forward, it was actually good in a way to have this steady ramp up. And what we've seen in the field, that we've had no major quality issues, and the product is really living up to expectations. But I'm pleased and very excited to tell you today that we are now ready to really hit the acceleration pedal and push the sales of the MAGNOS28 even harder. And I'm here to tell you today what we're releasing in terms of extensions and what that means for you in terms of sales opportunities. So what's new with the MAGNOS28? First of all, you remember this name MicroWing. So this is the name that we're giving to this silicon sensor that replaces the glass dumbbell. And what have we added since then? Well, we've trademarked the name MicroWing specifically for oxygen measurement, which means that nobody else can copy the name MicroWing for a similar type of product. And we have protection in the US, we have protection in China, and we also have protection in Germany, which then allows us to go effectively with a global protection on that name. And in terms of key improvements on the product and comparison with the predecessor and the key competitors, let me take you through what we're now adding with the MAGNOS28. So some of you will remember this slide. This is what we released with the original product launch, and we talked there about reduced drift from commissioning. We talked about reduced cross sensitivity to water and other gases, the improved response time, so the T90 time improved by more than 15%. We also at that time announced greatly improved repeatability and stability of the measurement. But what we're now opening up to you is going beyond that and improving also the precision of the measurement, and you'll see that in a few minutes. What we've also done is, with all of the different certifications, we've greatly improved the safety of the product for critical and for hazardous applications, and I will come on to that one in a few moments too. But let me start by talking about the greatly improved precision, repeatability and precision of measurement. And here we're talking about high suppressed measuring ranges. What do I mean by high suppressed measuring ranges? I mean measurement of oxygen very close to 100 volume percent. So if you look at the scale here on the left, we're here going from 99.88 volume percent up to 100 volume percent. And this data comes from a 2-month field trial that we did at the company Alschem here in Germany, measuring oxygen purity on an air separation process. So what you see with the red lines is the performance of the existing product. That was actually the MAGNOS206 in this case, versus the MAGNOS28, which is the blue line in the background. And you can see this is running for a period of 2 months. And clear to see there is just the significant improvement in the stability of the measurement over that period of time. Even more significant, I would say, is when you look at the chart on the right-hand side. So again, you've got this measurement from very high 99.88 volume percent up to 99.98 volume percent. So the red lines are what you see with the MAGNOS206. But then the MAGNOS28, you see a really, really clear difference between the the precision and the repeatability of the measurements. So this